am in Tillamook, right by the Air Museum, and I'm with James. And James, what is this facility?
This is the Digester.
And what is a digester? I've never heard that.
Digester, we take in raw manure and then we convert it into power and a material for your gardens.
Ah, so you take from all the dairies here, all
well,
those
not
cows.
all of them, but yeah, a lot of them.
And about 10 of them? You have 10
about
farms?
10 dairies, yeah.
And so you take all of that raw material and then you make really good things out of it.
Yeah, I try to anyway.
And so about the power, so how much power do you generate?
We generate a megawatt of power.
And so put that in terms that I can understand better.
Terms that you can understand. It would probably, in a nutshell, it would probably power 50 homes.
50 homes, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Maybe a little bit less, but roughly.
Ah, and then what about the solid waste?
So the solid waste, we take the liquid out of it and we turn that into a compost, per se, for putting in the gardens and growing vegetables and that type of stuff. It works really good. The farmers can use it for bedding for their cows too.
Ah, so it kind of goes back. It's
right.
This total cycle. And so you receive it from the farmers every day or twice a day?
No, we actually run they run 2 trucks 24 hours a day.
Wow.
We receive 120,000 gallons of raw manure a day.
That's amazing. And so why did this become popular, or why did this even become necessary here?
Well, it became necessary because the farmers need to have more cows to generate more milk, and the property's getting scarce. It's hard to find property to put that material on. So we take the material and they can have more cows on their CAFO permit.
Ah, and so that's all regulated federally and statewide?
And statewide, right.
Ah, so then that's to keep the water pure, to keep our groundwater pure and the streams pure.
Right, it keeps the manure out of the waterways. It's not running in there on rainy days. A lot of the high rainy days they cannot spread on there, so they have to hold it. This enables them to just get a liquid back that they can spread and keep their tanks low.
Ah, okay.
So they're not having that huge capacity of having to hold raw manure and figure out what to do with it.
Right, right. And so it goes back and then it fertilizes the fields that the cows graze on, then the whole cycle goes on again.
Right, and they can chop it and make feed out of it, and cut down their feed costs.
James, can you walk us through the steps? So the trucks come from the farms and then what happens?
So when trucks come in, they deliver right here. It goes through this pumping system, goes into this raw tank right here. And this raw tank regulates how much manure gets fed into these other 3 tanks so that you're not feeding, because you're using microorganism bugs, and they eat too much, it makes them sick. Ah. So you have to regulate that to keep them happy. It's sort of like eating, like your stomach. You eat too much and you don't feel good. Same with the bugs. So once it goes through that process and goes through there, the bugs will eat, generate some gas, and then we pump the gas over to an engine that has a generator on it. That engine burns that gas and generates that power, and then it goes into the Tillamook PUD lines, People's Utility District, and then they wheel it over to Bonneville, which goes over to Portland General Electric, and they buy the power.
Wow, wow. And so then the other part of the process goes on with the solid waste.
Okay, so once that goes through, it pumps it back over to a building over here that has a screw press in it, and what it does is it presses that fiber and squeezes all the liquid out of it. Once that liquid comes out of it, then it goes back to a tank that can be spread or go to the farms, and the farmers can spread it on their fields and grow grass and create feed for their cows and use it for bedding. The fiber that comes out of that, it dries and they can use that for bedding. Oh, okay. So there's a couple different things that works out for the farmers.
And then what about the home gardener? Because I see piles of compost too.
And the home gardener, he can come in here, he can load up and take it, put it right in their garden, plant right away in it, and they're good to go. Ah,
so really we can come and get some of this and really kind of be the benefactors of all those cows.
Right, you could use it for starters in your plants, put them in little cups and start from seeds. I mean, it's ready to put in and grow.
Ah, so if you're interested in being part of all this, you can contact the Port of Tillamook or go to our website and we'll click you over their website and come out and get some of that riches. Thanks so much. Yes. This is wonderful.
And we're here 7 days a week.
Oh, wow.
So 7 to 3. We're here every day.
Well, we're busy gardeners, so that's good to know.
Yeah, see, everybody's got to get those plants growing.
Right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.